Yo, what's going on out there, YouTube family? So this is not pre-recorded. This is actually live. Um, Normally I don't do this, but I feel like this is pretty important, and I wanted to also give a couple different people some shout outs that are, in my opinion, well deserving. And I'm trying to get the link now to make sure you guys can see me. Yeah. Yep, I'm live. I don't think anybody's watching me, but I am live. So I'm just gonna go through this, and if I need to re-upload, then I'll do that. It's all good either way. I'm gonna post this, send this to my homies, and then we're gonna go ahead and get it cracking because tomorrow is what this video is all about, essentially. So tomorrow, November the 17th, 2020 has been insane, as you guys know. Oh, and by the way, anybody that wants to leave me any questions in the chat, I have comments open. You can ask me whatever you want to, and we can kind of go over. I'm going to try to be as brief as I can, but I want to go through everything as well. So tomorrow is Us United. Like, it is the anniversary of the release of Justice League, the theatrical version released. And I'll just post this up right now. Here is basically pictures that I have 3 years ago. I was at the IMAX VIP watching it. It actually might have been a few days before. Might even been a week before, to be honest with you, because I can't even really remember. But I remember going to the theaters, going and watching it. And then after I watched it again, I was watching the China premiere event that was kind of happening. Everybody was there, of course, but Zack, which was kind of sad, and it was kind of weird. And that was one of the first times I actually saw like a person named Fiona, and she was kind of basically stating that there were things that were left out. And, you know, I kind of was like just riding off the high. Like, all my friends were there. We all saw it together. That's CJ and D from Three Black Geeks, man, Joe, my brother, Anthony, of course you met him, and then you go your boy Lucas, and these two awesome people right here. And, you know, for the most part, it was kind of like, this is dope. We're excited. But I did, from the very opening of the movie, you know, I was kind of like, this doesn't seem right. Something's off. And lo and behold, we find out later on, of course, that there was a such thing, that something was completely done differently. It was talked about that it was an assembly cut. It was talked about that it was a theoretical. It was talked about it was more reminiscent of Richard Donner's cut of the original Superman. And it was just so weird and out there that I was kind of like, it became a thing. And then each year, more and more information started spewing out. Each time, you know, you saw different inklings of things, like, you know, Zack leaving Twitter altogether, of course, from the tragedy he was dealing with, going to Vero and starting to post up a lot of different things. And it's kind of like, wow, this is way, way, way more than what we thought. And then eventually now we know that this became the reality that was real all along. And so tomorrow, what Zack is going to be doing on Vero, and I'll go ahead and I'll put that up right now. He's going to be going and posting up the teaser that he originally had. He originally had a teaser that had some copyright issues with the song Hallelujah. I'm not sure what happened between Warner Bros. And whatnot, but that is officially going to be posting up, and he's going to be allowed it to not only post what he had up, but he's also going to be able to post up some new footage as well. So that's exciting. But what I wanted to show you is the countdown process of all of this. It's been very interesting to me, more than anything else. Let me post that up right now. Man, nobody's watching this? This is interesting. So your boy Fabian Wagner, he did a lot of principal photography for Zack, and he just has been an advocate. Between him and Clay, they have been stating that this is a thing. It's just now Fabian, he is all about showing as much as he possibly can. So he showed this first, which was 4 days ago. I'm gonna go back. Because this has been a process and it's been so exciting. It's a lot of build up hype that I think is really good. It's not a bad thing anymore, because before it was like you felt this hype in this process, like, man, what is coming, what might come, and you just feel let down and brought back up, let down, brought back up. And there's some things I want to mention in a second, but I'll get into that in a second. But this is a picture. It looks like Cyborg and his mom. I'm very intrigued by that, because that means that you're going to get to see the crash that caused and created Cyborg, I believe. Let's go back again. Here you got Wonder Woman. This is the conversation I guess she has with Bruce while he's working on either the Batmobile or the Batwing. So yeah, that's going to be a dope shot. And he's just showing stuff. And this is another shot. Henry Cavill, of course, he doesn't have a beard, so this is the fight sequence. No telling what that's going to be like. I can't wait for it. Then you got the Amazonians, which is even more interesting, because I think I saw Robin Wright in one of those pictures. Let me make sure. Did I see her up there? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. But this is another weird thing. Why is the mother box gold? Is that a CG standpoint? I'm not really sure. Then you got your girl, Diane Lane. She had a really amazing movie recently came out. Highly recommend you guys go and check it out. Let Him Go. It was actually really good. Actually stars her and your boy Kevin Costner. This could be Martian Manhunter. I don't know. There's been a lead-in based on the picture that Zack shot. Well, he drew it out and he said he wanted to make it, and I think that this may end up being, your boy Harry Lennox later on, but we'll see. Then you got these interesting pictures that kind of came out. Biggest highlight for me is definitely your boy, William Dafoe. What is it? Voco, I believe. So I think that that's going to be a very engaging one, because it's a very different look from what he was going to be in Aquaman that came after this. Then this is just hilarious with the shoes, but the biggest takeaway for that is, Darkseid in the main middle, and then to the right and left you have the priest, which Desaad is one of them, and I can't remember the other person. And I think this was the last one. This was that rollover shot that Zack did like a very intricate picture of. He had put it on Vero a long time ago, and basically it's like a revolving shot where basically the camera is spinning around the Justice League in a very specific way, which is going to be in the movie. It's already been shot, but I thought it was it's a nice little nugget. And that's it. Wait, is this new? Dang, he just posted this. He just literally posted this. So this is, I'm not going to say it's an exclusive, but he literally just posted this 12 minutes ago. It says, well, that's all from me now. Hope you enjoyed it is as well as I did. Thanks for all of you for making this happen. You rock. No, Fabian, you rock. So for me, one thing I wanted to say, and I'll go ahead and get this queued up, is I wanted to congratulate a few different individuals, because some of them I know personally, some of them I've kind of only had in casual conversation here or there over Twitter and whatnot. But all of them to me are important individuals in their own respective rights, because none of them, in my personal opinion, have left sight of the importance of what Zack was initially trying to do with his vision. That creative vision is important. It is empowering. And if there is something there that could be better, that could be more immersive, that could give you something deeper than what the theatrical gave, then why not, give it a chance? And I've always been neutral about all this. I've always stayed neutral. I've never bashed anybody that felt like, Zack Snyder was the worst director or that he couldn't do this. I've never bashed anybody that said that he is the perfect director. He's the favorite. I've always been about, what I've loved. I loved Man of Steel. I really did, from the bottom of my heart. I loved what the ideas behind Batman versus Superman was and what it could have been, and where it was going. I felt like it could have been separated in two different movies. I think it could have been done a little bit better as far as the tie-ins with different characters. But ultimately, it was still an amazing experience. I could watch that right now as long as it is. And the moment when I got out of the Justice League theatrical, I was like, okay, well, at least I got it. At least this is what Zack wanted. And then I found out all the information that wasn't true. And that's when everything changed. All of these different individuals I'm going to be shouting out, all of them had interviews with Zack, and they had amazing tidbits and amazing nuggets of information. And I mean, these interviews, Grace technically has had two. This is beyond the trailer. Definitely go and check out her channel. I've had differences of opinion, honestly, with Grace. Some things I don't agree on with her, but I do think she's very dedicated. And as a journalist, she's got it. And her sources, honestly, are some of the best that I've seen in a long time, to be quite honest with you guys. And it has been on target. And these interviews that she's been doing, specifically the last one was about a month ago, 2 months ago maybe, and then this one was just recently, maybe 4 or 5 days ago, was just gold, because she got the huge nugget in talking about Jared Leto getting this film scene, which, interestingly enough, and this is a good segue to the next group of people that I also got to give shout outs to. And Dave the Film Junkie and your boy Chris Swanson, Ping Pong Flicks. Let's see, is this Dave? So each one of these, I've gone through all of them myself. All of them have really good nuggets. But Dave, I've known for a while, never met him up personally. I've talked to him here or there. I would have loved to have been a part of any of his podcasts. Most of the time difference wise, I watch his box screens that he has, and all of his really entertaining content. Dave is crazy, but he's got a good soul, and I appreciate his dedication to what he does. Like, he is really on it, and he doesn't just diversify one way or another. Like, he really does engage with everything for the most part. And I personally can appreciate that. And then, of course, my man, I love him, man, Chris. Chris is the man. Like, Chris, I don't know how he composed himself. If it was me, low key, and I was interviewing Zack, I wish I'd had the opportunity to do something like that. I would be just like this. I would be geeking out. I would be so losing it. And he was so sincere, and he was so like trying to get these nuggets. I was like, Chris, you asking questions he can't answer, but he went for it. And I personally can appreciate every single one of them, because they asked the questions that we've been all wanting and yearning for, if we've cared enough to actually research and watch what the progression of all this is going to be. And I want to make sure I get some time to you guys in the chat. I just wanted to see the new Snyder trailer so much. Slipper 100, thanks for coming in the chat. Yeah, so do I, honestly. Jeffrey Lang, long time. What's going on, Jeffrey? I'm Marshy. Hey, what's up? Zach threw Ray way under the bus in an interview by complimenting Toby Emmerich in the Grace interview. I have something to say to that. I'll comment on that in a second. Grace is the best most of the time. I like Grace for the most part. I can't even pronounce BKLYNO Notorious. Yo, what's good? The Cultured Nerd is very legit, accurate news site. Yeah, I agree to that. I can agree to that. John Michael, I'm so psyched to see more of Zack's Justice League tomorrow. Us United. Jeffrey, JVS, am I dreaming all of this? Jeffrey, you are not. None of us are dreaming any of this, because this is the for real. I don't know if any of you guys can feel this or not. You guys can share this if you want to, but did any of you guys, the moment, and you guys probably saw my reaction to it. I don't do reactions anymore, but the moment that Henry Cavill showed up on Zack Snyder's live stream, on Vero, the moment that happened, something in my brain and my heart connected. And I was like, is this man about to do this? I legit, it was something that happened. Ever since then, what was possible and what was not, it just changed. It shifted forever and in a really good way. Chris Tan, thank you for showing up. And it's just been amazing. It's been an amazing ride ever since. Honestly, as bad as 2020 has been, this has been a great year for the Snyders. It's been a great year for HBO Max. It's been a great year, honestly, for Warner Bros. For good or bad with the race situation, for good or bad, it's been a really lucrative, exciting time more than any other time. And I don't know if it's because, one, theater's not available and you're getting really good content, whether it is from the DC universe transitioned over to HBO Max, whether it is, everything that's going on with Snyder Cut, as well as the Batman, the DC fandom. Like, DC and Warner Bros. Have really been doing it. And I'm happy for them because for years, for a long period of time, it's not been that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been rough. It's been slim pickings. Like, people will make so many comparisons to Marvel. This is the first time in a long time that they've been able to really progress, in my personal opinion. And it's been hard on Disney this year, like really hard. It's been really bad. But I mean, things are going to get better. Things are going to get better all around in general, but I am happy things are progressing. But anyway, speaking on the nuggets that I was talking about. So let's go off of just this nugget right here that Chris was doing. So for Chris's joint, when I was watching it, he pinged off of what Grace was saying. Grace had gone and talked about Jared Leto being in the movie. And I think Dave did mention it as well. He touched on it. But Chris hit the nail on the coffin ultimately, in that he made the statement that Jared was never in the Justice League. And I was kind of like perplexed by that, because one of the things that we had theorized for a long period of time is that the person that broke Lex out was Jared Leto's Joker in connection with Deathstroke, because we all saw the Deathstroke footage, right? That Ben Affleck had leaked or showed of him coming off the helicarrier. So we knew it was a different scene. And that scene's going to be showing back up in this movie. But I always thought, because at the same time, I remember Leto was in London when they were shooting, 3 or 4 plus years ago. So now we're finding that Leto never shot any scenes, but he'll have an opportunity to shoot a scene. Now, because of Chris, we're getting an inkling, I think, that this is a nightmare sequence or it's either going to be a flashback, which is amazing. Straight up, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait for it. The other thing when it came to Grace's interview that I want to bring up, let's see if I can bring it up. Which one is it? I don't want to play it because I don't want to get any copyright, and I don't want to take anything away from their hard work. Honestly, I don't believe in that. One of the things that Grace had brought up in talking with him was this misconception when it came to how much was shot and how much is being added. Essentially, the scenes that are with Deathstroke, I think that he alluded to, because Zach brought that up in Dave's stream as well. And the rest of the cast that are there, this was, I think, in my personal opinion, a nightmare sequence. And I think that they're all tied to it some kind of way, shape, or form. It may be something else. It may be added stuff, but at the end of the day, it's only 5 extra minutes to the 4-hour inkling that he had. Now, that doesn't say that Harry Lennox's scene is going to be less than that. I don't know, but Zach said specifically it's only going to be 5 to 10 minutes. What did he say, 15 or he said 5? I can't remember, 15 or 5 to the 4-hour mix. Meaning That's it. That's it. The rest of this money is going to be for finishing VFX, drawing back, editing, processing, but all the principal photography, everything. Henry Cavill's not shooting any extra scenes. So I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions, that everybody was like, there was a lot of different trades that were trying to paint this picture that, oh, well, the Justice League, is not any extra scenes that you haven't seen before. It's only a few extra scenes. And that was not what Grace's interview even stated. And it was so destructive, in my personal opinion, and malicious and disrespectful to the interview that she did. Was an excellent interview. Like, all you had to do is take some time to actually hear the interview, and that's not what, but instead, negativity and conjecture and confusion is one of the things that sells. And I think that's why they went off of that rant. And I just wanted to address that, because it is 4 hours, 1 hour per episode. And I guess it's going to even in certain things. But one of the things that Zach did say, and I think in hers and in Dave's, is that he would love for this to go and come out in the theaters in IMAX format. And I think ideally he wanted it to be in black and white, which honestly, that'd be dope, because I loved Fury Road in black and white. I thought that was amazing. But I want to make sure I keep in focus with you guys. Thank God, I swear, I think sometimes I'm just dreaming all of this. I swear I'm happy this is all happening. I hope we get Justice League 2 and 3, Man of Steel 2. So this is the thing. Dave kept on pushing it. If I was Dave, that wouldn't have been me, bro. I would have been like, Warner Bros. Going to be sniping you, bro. Like, stop. Because Zach said that closer and closer he gets to the release of this, he's going to stop asking so many questions and stop giving so many details away. But tomorrow, you guys get an opportunity to ask him whatever you want to. He'll, filter what he says, us united, so to speak. But the thing about it is, Chris kept asking, well, what are you really leading to this? How would this actually end? And basically, Zach kind of alluded that he doesn't have anything in play, as far as we know, as far as he can say. He is satisfied with getting this and as is. But he did leave out this specific detail. And you can go and check out in the description bar below, go to Ping Pong Flix's interview, that the way that he ends the movie is the way that he initially processed the movie before. He processed the original Justice League before, back in 2016, 2015. So it leads into 2 to 3. So the way this is going to end is leading to something, but he did state that he appreciates how all these other characters are kind of spreading out. So in my personal opinion, Jeffrey, anything can happen at this point. But I wouldn't hold out on that. And neither the Ben Affleck HBO Max series, which is going to be a freaking amazing. Because especially, bro, look, hear me. This is what I would get excited about. If you gave me Ben Affleck's Batman in a 6-episode miniseries with Jared Leto's Joker, bro, y'all want to see me freak out? You will see me freak out, straight up. Tommy Emmerich just called, but was forced to do it by AT&T execs. So, all right, I'm gonna comment to who stated that before about Zach throwing your boy Ray under the bus. I don't think he did. I do think he's treading carefully about his verbiage and talking about Ray, as well as Ray is being very respectful and not about posting a lot right now in terms of everything that's going on with his situation in connecting to Justice League. Because before it was like the bombs were just going back and forth, but you can tell now Ray has settled down. I don't think he stopped. I'm not saying he should stop. I'm not saying he's stopping, but he has limited what he said in his verbiage, and Zach has limited certain things that he's even said about Ray in any of these interviews. Like, there's not been anything about Cyborg that, and that's not him ragging on Ray, but there's definitely some stuff they're trying to be very careful about their verbiage. Now, the whole Toby Emmerich thing, do I think that Toby was forced into anything by AT&T, or you would say Warner Media? at this point in stage, I don't think it was a forced thing. I think it was like your hands are tied. Like it is in the atmosphere. Everybody knows what's going on. Everybody knows that this is a thing, and this is not going away. And honestly, I told my good friend Jarrell Alexandria that, I didn't think that this was going to come for another 10 years. But I stated to him that when and if it does come, I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this is a credit to them. And this is all about also honoring a promise and giving back, suicide prevention. Like all of this is all important. And I think that when you have like suicide prevention, almost what was it, close to like $200,000 that's straight to that, on top of you got actors and people buzzing for days on Twitter, social media. It went into the news. There's no way it was unavoidable at that point. It was like, okay, well, we don't have anything in process, and we don't have anything that's being in publication. We don't have anything that's coming out of the theaters. We don't even have any shows that we can put in production. So, okay. And I think that's what happened. I don't think it was a forced thing. I think it was just perfect timing, perfect situation, and a blessing. In all honesty, I really feel like that's the reality of the situation. But I don't think that Zack is throwing Ray on the bus, and I don't think that Toby was forced. I don't know if he likes what's happening, because based on what they said in the past, the execs didn't want what Zack had. They had seen what he had in store, and Zack's not speaking to that, nor should he. Like, he's in the best position right now to really just enjoy and let this coast. And I mean, I'm happy for Zack, because he's got two different places right now. He's got Netflix, he got HBO Max, and he has nothing but possibilities. All he has to do is just kind of coast. So I'm happy for him. All the interviews really kept their composure really well. I would have crap myself, John Michael. Bruh, look, hear me. If if Zack Snyder sees this, hypothetically speaking, and he is like, okay, Sam, I want to do an interview with you. I'll have my questions to a T. I'll have my notebook. I have my notebook ready and set and everything ready to go. And I'll be very punctual and stuff like that. But you best believe the opening of that and the ending of that interview, I will be nerding out. I will be saying stuff like, yo, man, I'm so happy for you. I am thankful what you've done from technological, cinematic, and artistic thematic expression of the way that you do your films. I am happy for your family for such a time like right now. This is a very exciting time. Like, for real, I would be nerding out. Like, I would be nerding out, but I would be very specific. I think there's a way of composing yourself, but I don't know. Sometimes you get into an interview and you do nerd out. I've been in certain interviews, I've just nerded out. When I was in the Kevin Conroy interview, I don't know if I can pull that up right now. I can tell you, I was nerding out on the inside, but I was keeping my composure on the outside, which was hard. Oh yeah, here it is, right here. Hold up, let me pull it up real quick. Twitter, it is. So on the inside, like, I was nerding, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, yo, that's my Batman, dog. This is freaking Kevin Conroy, But I think inside of me, I was like, I want to do my best to allow for great discussion, conversation, and yeah. So things happen. Things happen. Sometimes you just nerd out. Dang, Jeffrey, goodness. Would you take Ben in Arkham 2 with Deathstroke and Joker? Yeah, of course. course. I mean, heck, man, if the movie that Ben was trying to do gets made into a series, like just a mini one-off series, bro, look, it would make so much money. It would make so much money if that was even a thing. I want the Raid type Batman series. Yeah, for sure. I was able to see Brandon Routh Superman series too. You talking about a Kingdom Come? Because the thing is, if you do that Superman, it would have to be a Kingdom Come. You'd have to find a Batman, and I think that that'd be more complicated than anything. Unless, I can't. Yeah, ain't no way they're gonna have Brandon Routh and my man Michael Keaton in a show together. Didn't Zack say that he wanted other people from the league fighting Darkseid, like Dr. Fate and Adam, Hawkman, the Lanterns, etc.? No, I don't think he explicitly stated that. I think that he alluded that the history lesson was a lot more expansive than what we've seen. And I'm excited to see what goodies they have for that. But I think there is going to be a Green Lantern in this. I do. And I think that, honestly, if I was him, that sequence that the movie's supposed to end on with Kilowog and somebody else with Ben at the location going outside, I think they shot that. I really do think they did shoot that scene. But if they didn't, it's fine. I mean, either way, it's all good. I believe DCU is going to continue to HBO Max. Yeah, that's probably the last thing I'll say. Michael Keaton would be a great. No, Michael Keaton needs a Batman Beyond series. That's what he needs. But I think this. I think that the DC films that they have right now concurrently, like Aquaman 2, Wonder Woman 84, Black Adam, Shazam, the Batman, all of them can stay in their own lane. The Batman has his own universe. The Flash movie is going to have its own trending universe. It's going to bridge the gap with stuff and just play with it. Everything else is its own solitary story that doesn't have to connect. And I think that that's fine. But I think that where things can get interesting is if the Justice League movie hits, that they should allow the progression of this Snyderverse, so to speak, to continue in a progressive manner through streaming. I think it's too good of an opportunity to kind of pass up. I think it would be very interesting. But then again, I would love to see David Ayer's Suicide Squad. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Either way, this is all about Us United. The event tomorrow, again, it is gonna be 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Yep, 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time. And you don't want to miss it because I think it's gonna be lit. To be quite honest with you, like I really am excited to see the new cropped trailer. I guess the best way to put it is that a good verbiage for that? Because he has said that it's the same teaser, and I don't know if it's gonna have Hallelujah on it. Yo, what? Nah, I don't want to speculate anything. I was gonna geek out and speculate. You know what? Okay, so say hypothetically speaking, he gives us a longer beginning or a longer end. So say you do a longer beginning, and the scene where Darkseid shows up is like, instead of it being like 2 or 3 seconds, it's like 10 seconds. And you see a part of that battle and it just stops from there. Or at the end of the trailer where Batman's saying, not us united, all of a sudden like Hal Jordan like starts to fly in or something crazy like that. Imagine some craziness like that. That would be freaking dope. But I don't think that's going to happen because it's way too much. I honestly, personally, would rather see a full brand new trailer. Honestly, like I'm not gonna lie to you, but to see how methodical and specific Zack is when it comes to art and scenes, and he knows how to crop and process the way things are. I think that him doing a play-by-play and a breakdown of this is going to be something special that you really don't want to miss. Especially like read this. Hold on, let me post this up really quick. Check this out. Because I actually posted on this one. Start thinking about questions about this. I mean, what's going on here? So instead of it being, that was the other thing I was meant to say. When he was talking to Chris, I think he had said that the teaser that he's showing tomorrow at 12 is going to be all black and white. But then the color graded version of that same trailer, whatever this new teaser is going to be shown that night or a few days later. But either way, just taking this scene into context, right? There was a picture, and I don't have time to pick it up. There's a picture that Zack had posted where Barry was watching an explosion that was happening in the same exact factory where the Justice League were fighting Steppenwolf. Evidently, I'm thinking that the mother box exploded and they weren't able to stop the fusion that happened. And from my understanding, if I remember the scene by scene, Ray's Cyborg told Barry to run. And Barry ran and he just couldn't stop watching it. But I think what's happening here is the Speed Force is instinctively having him go and maneuver to go back. To go either one back to before the moment that this happened and they connect or see Darkseid or whatever, or something else that we just don't know. Either way, I feel like the Speed Force is saving Barry and showing him how to move through time. That's my whole thing. Nobody can convince me otherwise, not even Zack. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I really don't know. It's like, why even post this up? Let me show you this one. This is crazy. We need to talk. I mean, what do you mean? Like, it's self-explanatory. This man, Batman, sitting there blocking some gunfire from some parademons. But I'm saying that him doing a step-by-step, I don't know how he's supposed to do that without spoiling stuff. Either way, it's going to be an exciting time. But don't forget the time. Make sure if you're in the Pacific Standard, it's 9 o'clock. If you're on the East Coast, it is 12 o'clock noon. You don't want to miss it. If you guys want me to, if it's during lunchtime hours, I might be able to live stream this and just kind of live stream it and talk about it, just kind of like how I'm doing right now. If you guys want me to do that, I'm more than willing to. Again, I wanted to congratulate not just actually Chris, Grace, and Dave, but also wanted to congratulate Ben and John Garza for their interview opportunities. Of course, the Nerd Queens for putting on everything they did with Justice Con. It's been a delight, bro. Like, it's been a special time as me being a long-term DC fan, as well as me being here in the very beginning. Like, I literally have been a part of this since day one. I was one of the only ones, if I remember correctly, that even when they were doing YouTube reviews that were talking positively about Man of Steel. I remember when, Comic-Con came up and Harry Lennox live went in, read the speech. I remember when it was announced that Ben Affleck would be Batman, and I was confused. I remember when, even Robert Pattinson was casted as a new Batman. I mean, I've been here since the beginning, and I remember what the fandom started as, why it started, and it all started the moment that everybody left the theater. It wasn't so much where people was like, oh, well, no, these are the theories behind. Before the movie came out, we knew that Zack had to go. We knew things happened behind the scenes, but we had no idea that what 90% of the 90 years, no, was 85 or 90% of the film that he actually shot was reshot and told in a totally different light. And that was heartbreaking. Not just from them losing Autumn, but all the work they put in after that happened during those same processes. So I'm happy that he's getting the opportunity of sharing the vision that he had. For better or for worse, this is an accomplishment. I think what would be great, what will be the test of all time after all this is if, and this is an if, I don't know because I haven't seen it. I don't care if anybody says it's going to be the greatest thing ever. But if, mark my words, if this Justice League series is better than the theatrical, that would be it, in all honesty, because then it begs into question, why was this not where we went? Because honestly, that's it. Like straight up, like if it ends up being a better look, a better telling, and a better experience, then that's what's going to change. It doesn't matter if people say, well, the movie was finished, it was not. You know, is this something that was connected? Was this too dark? If this movie, if this experience is better than what the theatrical that we got, then that's everything, in my personal opinion. I think that this is why Us United is a even more of an engaging process now moving into 2021. I hope you guys are safe. I pray you guys are okay, and whatever your situation. I know a lot of people are right now back to phase 2, if not locked down. So a lot of different things going on from a political standpoint that has people on anxiety notice. And that's another reason why the suicide prevention is so imperative right now, because people are stressed. People are worried. And I think that this is a good opportunity. It's a good stress reliever. This is a good euphoric experience to just change shift your mind and your heart right now to just really enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that this is cool. This is cool. So that's one of the reasons why I want to go out live. I want to see how you guys are doing. I wanted to geek out, nerd out with y'all for a little bit. I could be playing Miles Morales right now. I might play that joint for another 30 minutes. It's right now it's 11:29. So I might play Miles for the next 30 minutes on my PlayStation 4, if you guys want me to. Yeah, I remember your frustration. Just like I felt my pain. Bruh, look, when that what was it? The trailer for the release of the Blu-ray, and they showed the Henry Cavill scene, and that was the only deleted scene they showed, bruh. I was pissed. So yeah, bruh, I was triggered that day. Be safe, everyone. Be safe, JVS. Yeah, Jeffrey, you too, bro. Hope you and the family are doing well, man. Yeah, we're doing really good, man. We're blessed. Blessed, highly favorite. Thank God. You saying it's crazy because he didn't shoot the Batman scene? I don't know, bro. Look, I think that there's a lot for Zack to be going. One, there's two different things to this, and I'm gonna go. For Zack to be going to these different, YouTube content creators, respective reporters and creative artists, and doing in-depth interviews like this on a property that's going to be their most lucrative in 2021 as far as HBO Max is concerned, this man has got a lot that he is holding back. You can best believe, because there's no way that HBO Max was sanctioned. I right now I'm friends with oh my gosh, this director, is it Joseph? I forget is it Jordan or Joseph? I can't remember, but one of the directors of this movie called The Boy Behind the Door. and they are right now, they're waiting for distribution for their film to go and get selected for distribution wherever it's going to go. The movie is amazing, by the way. And really, he wants to interview with us, but he can't. Like right now, and this right here, this is a movie that came out. It was supposed to come out 2016, 2017. It's already been out, and it's coming to this HBO Max big thing. But he is doing interviews with these people. I'm telling you, HBO Max is watching what this man's saying. HBO, AT&T, Warner Bros., whatever you want to call it, this trifecta, they're watching what this man says. And he's not been interviewing with like these big trades yet. He's not been interviewing with these bigger people yet. But it's coming. So I'm saying that if he's doing this much right now, then we ain't even touched what he's actually got yet. That's just my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, he can only do but so much with what they're allowing him to be able to say and do. Now, Zack, sometimes he don't give a flip, but I think he's keeping a lot of this to the chest, and I think he's been keeping a lot of this to the chest. Technically, we haven't even seen. Well, I take that back. We have seen a little bit. Let me go back really quick because we haven't even technically seen Darkseid in his full form outside of this freaking amazing t-shirt. We ain't seen him have his mega beams. We ain't seen him in his official form. But we will. And what does that even mean? And not just that, Ava DuVernay's New Gods hasn't been canceled yet. So yeah, I just think that there's a lot that they're keeping to the chest, that Zack's keeping to the chest if he's interviewing with people like me and people that, love what he's been doing. I think that he wanted to do this because he knows, and I think in his heart, he feels like people like Dave, people like Chris, people like Grace, I'm not going to put myself in it because I'm not involved technically, even though I do love Zack and I love what he's done. Never stop believing, never stop caring, never stop having enough inkling to not push a narrative, but instead look and search for what could be. And I think that he saw that. I think he knows that this is what drove this whole thing to be a thing. How do you think for Joker in Justice League? What I think the look's gonna be, personally, I don't know. I think he's gonna have long hair. I think he's gonna have this metal look to him. And I think some kind of way he's gonna have to work with Batman, which will be freaking weird. But I think it'll be good television. I just really want to see Batman and Joker. I want to see Jared's Joker and Ben Affleck's Batman in the same scene. Like straight up. I don't care what Jared looks like. I just want to see them in the same scene. Yeah. My brother was pissed watching this picture. The question I would have asked is about extra Man of Steel scenes. What were they? Dave Junkie never asked. I wanted details of the cut scenes of Man of Steel. So Zack said in that, if I remember correctly, that he felt like he had everything that he wanted for that. So whatever was left in the cutting room floor, it was what it was. But I think that if we remember correctly, it was the car Zero. I'm sorry, Lord Jesus. Supergirl. Like, I think it was alluding to a Supergirl that was there on Earth, or even Kryptonians that were there on Earth beforehand, which could have led into a Legion of Superheroes. It could have led into Brainiac situation. But I think that there's a reason why Zack didn't bring that up. Because real rap, if Justice League does work, and even if he doesn't continue what the progression of this Justice League arc is going to be, they can still give him Man of Steel 2. They still haven't got a director yet for Superman. So I think that there's a reason why he didn't bring it up. I think that they screened it, and I think that even if Zack could have talked about it, but he chose not to. I still believe we're getting Justice League 2. Yeah, hopefully, man. I wasn't mad at Justice League when I saw it, but after rewatching the second time, yeah, I was disappointed. Yeah, man, we all were, bro. Black, I was mad. First, look, when I seen this man, Henry Cavill, being filmed from a kid's phone, and I looked at this man's face, I was like, it was that scene and the scene, it was two different scenes with Batman. When Batman was just laid up on the floor like this, that is not Batman, dog. And then the other time was when Superman kind of came back and Batman just smiling. Batman don't smile. I was like, look, it's a small thing, but that's the same thing I had with the whole Birds of Prey thing, what they did with old girl, the little girl. But that's neither here nor there. Darkseid is like Lucifer. I was surprised that one single lantern was in the movie. The fact that the Green Lantern didn't make an appearance really disappointed me. Now, this is the thing, Blackwing. If you remember the trailer, right? And was it Steppenwolf or was it Darkseid? I think that Ray Porter stated then at Justice Con, when the Nerd Queens were interviewing him, that it was him that did that. But it was basically on lines as like no lanterns. No. What was it? Is it no animal? No human? What was it? I can't remember what it was. No something. No lanterns. No Kryptonian. So I'm left. They wouldn't leave that there and not bring more. Yeah. So it's definitely coming. Who knew a year ago we would be at this point? Nobody, dog. Like, it's a perfect storm. All I'm just praying is that nobody fumbles the ball, bro. Like, straight up. Like, you are all the way down to the end zone. You are there. Like, you're up. Like, don't put your quarterback in a situation to get hurt. That's the way that I look at this whole situation now at this point. Like, the ball is there. Hope Darkseid took Supergirl and brainwashed it. Bruh. Look, don't start no craziness like that. I can't wait to see the Joker's appearance in Justice League. He says it's more different than Suicide Squad. Yep, it is a very different look from what I'm understanding. How many of you guys like Suicide Squad more than Birds of Prey? This is not. I'm not gonna put my opinion in. I'm just curious what you guys say, because a lot of you guys right now in chat. I can't believe this. I've been talking for 53 minutes, bro. I need to go to sleep, dog. What y'all got me doing? I need some water. I'm just curious y'all's personal opinion, but I think that Leto's Joker scenes, I'm real curious to see what he does with it. I really am curious. I know Trey talking about the no critique. Yep. Yeah, seeing Batman on the ground, I was down, completely shut down. My brother loves Batman. And look at his face was utter betrayal. I love Superman. And my brother loves Batman. Yeah, I know, man. Chris 10, no protectors. Yep, that was that. No lanterns, no Kryptonians. I think he said no Kryptonian, but yeah. Bruh. I got 4 hours off approved tomorrow just for this. I honestly think we'll see Joker tomorrow. Who's this? The average guitarist? No. Ain't no way. They don't have enough time to even put that in post. Because if the scenes are a nightmare sequence, that is a lot of CG in the backdrop. Well, I take that back. You know what? I might be wrong. Because I thought the same thing. And then you did have the Joker card that showed up in the teaser too. And that's a whole sequence. So that seems a bit too much. If anything, I would put your boy Ryan Reynolds in the freaking trailer before I would do something like that. I don't know about that. Ooh, this is another thing. Um, did Chris mention Shazam? And if he did, nah, Zachary Levi has already been like, nah, I ain't in that joint. Or he's not been the biggest supporter of this. And he wasn't even casted at that point. So yeah, I doubt that Zach would have invited him over to be in his cut. But that would be interesting. That'd be dope to have like a different version of Billy Batson's Shazam in the nightmare sequence. That'd be freaking amazing, actually. See what I mean, y'all talking way too fast. The scene where Batman and the criminal and the parademon was sad too. Bruh, look, we're not gonna talk about the past. We're just gonna look for the future, okay? I still haven't watched Birds of Prey yet, but I'm not answering that question. Suicide Squad was way better. Birds of Prey didn't need to be made. I think the problem with Birds of Prey is if they were gonna make that thing rated R, it needed to be like the Harley Quinn show. That's what I thought we were getting, because the Harley Quinn show set the tone for everything for me. And the way that they did this movie, it didn't even need to be rated R. They could have just kept it PG-13. They would have made more money. And yeah. Anyway, I like, yeah, Edgar. Yep. Yeah, that smile from Batman. Oh no, Batman. Mad Max, Joker, and Deathstroke. That would be freaking amazing, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Man, y'all talking so fast. He said today it was a 4-minute, easy to shoot, simple. Yeah. Yep. I think Zach will take advantage of the trailer being re-uploaded to Vero stream and show us. He showed Grace photos of him. He did. I heard that too. At Justice League and Suicide Squad versus Darkseid and the Parademons Nightmare movie would be awesome. Yeah, it would be awesome. Yeah, he said it doesn't exist. Greetings. Hey, what's going on, El Chino Delta? What? Will the scene show Joker to face Robin? Because when Batman versus Superman scene, there was that. So, what was that? I think that was Grace's interview. She was talking about, she was. She was talking about, was it Grace or was it Dave? I can't remember. One of them were talking about the tie-in between Batman versus Superman and the layover, the things that he set in motion as far as the groundwork with the history of the Joker and Batman, and obviously, the terrible things that happened to Robin, and even like the death of Dick Grayson. I think Dick Grayson brought this up, and how people were very upset about this, and Zach was saying that this is a different incarnation. He didn't state that Cara Kelly was going to be in it, but he wanted, that was what he thought, that was what the process was. It would, to me, I don't see how he couldn't have shot a scene with Jared killing Dick Grayson, or at least, the aftermath of it. But because Margot Robbie isn't in it, I'm left to believe that Jared's scene is not a flashback. So I don't know. You know what would be very interesting though? Imagine that Jared's scene isn't it's not a nightmare sequence, but it is a flashback, and it shows how Batman knocked out his teeth. That would be freaking dope. Like, we got like a classic Joker, no tattoos and everything, with the top hat, and Batman, after what happens, finds and tracks down Joker, knocks his teeth out, and beats him down to the point where he is almost gone. Like, that scene alone will be worth the 5 minutes. Because the thing is, the scene with your boy Will Smith and Ben Affleck in Suicide Squad is easily one of the most notable and most iconic moments of that movie. And that was only like less than a minute. So yeah, anything can go. Anything can happen. It's just speculation though. Who knows? Wow, Birds of Prey was rated R. Yeah, it was. It didn't need to be. It didn't need to be. How do you think Ben will look in the new Batman scene? He's lost a ton of weight recently. I think he's gonna be fine. Because the Batman suit's gonna fill out. It's kind of like your boy Anthony is in the Homelander outfit. Like Anthony is kind of slim, but he's got big shoulders and he's got an interesting physique. Ben is big and tall, so I think it'll be fine. I'm not. I think that Ben, he looks in shape, and I think it'll be fine. We're not really worried about that. El Chino, I don't know. It depends. It depends on what they're shooting. I don't know if this is a flashback or if this is a nightmare sequence in the future. It's supposed to take place in the future. And yes, I agree. It's not a flashback. Zack said it is a continuation of the last time we saw him, and now he's more road weary. Definitely present day Joker in Justice League events. So yeah, is no telling. It's just weird that. Well, I guess you know what? I take that back because Harley wouldn't be connected to Joker because she's emancipated from him. So I guess that does make sense. She wouldn't need to be in this. Yeah. So I gotta go. Thanks for chatting. Let's have a good day tomorrow. Yeah, you guys. Remember, I'm gonna say this one last time. I'm gonna pull it up right here. There it goes. Remember, you guys got to go. Got to go to Vero and check out what your boy Zack Snyder's got in store for us tomorrow. It's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be the black and white version of the teaser. It's gonna be changed. What will be interesting to me is if they put Junkie XL's track in there instead of the Hallelujah. Like Junkie XL made his own rendition of it. That'd be freaking amazing. But that's not what Zack said. He said basically the same exact teaser, except some added things. I really personally wish that this was a full trailer, but anyway, this is gonna be at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it is 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So that's it, you guys. I just wanted to riff with you guys. I thought that'd be really fun to bring awareness to this and just kind of break down like my thoughts and processes on it, because I really have been non-vocal. To be honest with you guys, I really would love to be a part of any of these kind of podcasts for any of these individuals, whether it be Grace, whether it be Chris, whether it be Garza, Ben, whether it be Dave. I actually did a really good trivia night with Dave last night with a whole bunch of other content creators. It's actually really dope. Definitely go check that out on John Knight. Shout out to him and Logan for putting that together. This is from all of us: Normies, Blind Wave, Akasan, Matt, all the boys. Married to the Real is really dope. But Dave, he was on my team actually, and we won. But I would love to be a part of any of these guys' conversation and just kind of riff with stuff like this. This is what I live for. I love these kind of conversations, but I don't really get invited, so I don't harping on it. And I'm not going to beg anybody to, bring me into a discussion. But when I can, I'll try to do more of these with you guys and just kind of riff and talk. And if there's ever an opportunity for Zack Snyder to see this, just know, Zach, you are the freaking man. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I will be trying to live stream this if at all possible. If I can't, best believe I'll have a discussion about it after the fact, okay? All right, you guys stay blessed, be safe. Make sure if you're worried or having any anxiety or having any depression, make sure you let people know. Make sure you refer to the suicide prevention. I don't think I have the link in the description bar below, but the big foundation of why this is even happening is because this is important. This is imperative. Your mental health is more important than anything that's going to be happening tomorrow. And I want you guys to be okay. And that's part of the reason why I love talking with you guys, is to kind of give you guys a distraction and just grow and discussing what the possibilities are and the theories are. It's almost like not giving you a idea to live behind, but just something to explore and let your mind just kind of wander on a positive note. Okay, guys, y'all stay blessed. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace. All right, Jeffrey. Later, buddy.